Ah, your 20s. A magical time of figuring out who you are, making questionable life choices, and checking your bank account balance only to realize you're worth less than that half-eaten burrito you left in the fridge. But fear not, because today, we're talking about something exciting: financial independence. I know. Sounds like a dream where you don't have to stress about money, or accidentally tap order on an Uber Eats meal you can't afford. So, sit tight, because I'm about to break down the steps to financial independence in your 20s in a way that won't make you fall asleep, with a little bit of sarcasm to keep things spicy. Let's get this money. Step 1. Face the reality of your financial situation. It's ugly, I know. Before we can talk about achieving financial independence, we need to address the elephant in the room: your current financial situation. Yup, it's time to rip off the band-aid and take a long, hard look at your bank account. Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. You need to know what you're working with. Are you swimming in student loan debt? Racking up credit card bills like it's Black Friday every day? Or maybe you're just chronically broke because you treat yourself to Starbucks every morning like you're some kind of Kardashian. Here's what to do. 1. Write down your income. If you don't have any, you're already off to a rough start. 2. Write down your expenses. Yes, all of them, including those late-night Taco Bell runs. 3. Subtract expenses from income. This is the moment where most of us cry. If it's negative, congratulations, you're in the hole like the rest of us. Now that we've acknowledged the problem, we can move on to fixing it. Take a deep breath. I promise this gets better. Step 2. Create a budget without losing your will to live. Ah, the budget. The thing people love to talk about but never actually do. I get it. Budgeting is about as fun as watching paint dry. But without a budget, you're basically just throwing your money into the wind and hoping it lands in your savings account. Spoiler, it doesn't. Here's a simple budget that even a toddler could follow. 50% for needs: rent, bills, food. You know, the essentials for keeping yourself alive. 30% for wants. Yes, you can still have fun. Just maybe not every night at the bar with $15 cocktails. 20% for saving and investing. This is where the magic happens. More on that later. There are apps that do this for you, so don't panic. Download Mint or YNAB, plug in your numbers, and boom. Now you can track your money like a responsible adult. Well, mostly. Step 3. Pay off debt before it eats you alive. Debt. The gift that keeps on giving. You can't be financially independent if Visa is breathing down your neck like an angry ex. So, step 3 is paying off debt. I know, you probably want to ignore it and hope it goes away, but guess what? It doesn't. If anything, it gets worse, like a pimple you forgot to pop. So we're going to tackle it head on. Here's how. 1. List your debts from highest interest rate to lowest. Yes, this will hurt, but it's necessary. 2. Focus on the high interest ones first. That's usually credit cards. Why? Because those things will drain you faster than your data plan when you forget to connect to Wi-Fi. 3. Make extra payments on that top one while paying the minimum on the rest. It's called the debt avalanche method, and it'll save you money on interest. And when that first debt is gone, pop the champagne. Cheap stuff, of course, you're still broke. The faster you tackle debt, the sooner you can stop giving all your money to credit card companies and start keeping it for yourself. What a concept. Step 4. Build an emergency fund. Because life is full of surprises, and none of them are good. Look, I hate to break it to you, but life is not all sunshine and Instagram-worthy vacations. Sometimes things go wrong, like your car breaking down or your phone deciding it wants to take a swim in the toilet. This is why you need an emergency fund. An emergency fund is like a buffer between you and the chaos of life. Ideally, you want 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up. I know, that sounds insane when you're barely scraping by as it is, but start small. Even $20 a week can add up. Put it in a high-yield savings account and don't touch it unless your life is literally on fire. With an emergency fund, you'll be less likely to spiral into debt every time something unexpected happens. And trust me, something unexpected will definitely happen. Step 5. Invest like you're preparing for a zombie apocalypse, aka the future. Okay, so now that you're working on paying off debt and building an emergency fund, it's time to talk about the holy grail of financial independence: investing. Here's the deal. Saving money is cool and all, but if you want to be sipping mojitos on a beach at 35 instead of working till you're 80, you've got to make your money work for you. And that means investing. Start with the basics. 401k or IRA, these are retirement accounts and they're your new best friend. Especially if your employer offers a 401k match. That's free money, don't be a fool. Take it. Index funds. You don't need to be the Wolf of Wall Street to invest, just throw some cash into an index fund that tracks the S&P 500. Over time it'll grow thanks to this magical thing called compound interest. It's like the universe giving you money just for existing. Start early, be consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. And no, day trading meme stocks doesn't count as a reliable investment strategy unless you're really into living on the edge. Step 6. Live below your means. Because nobody cares if you drive a fancy car, let's get real for a second. In your 20s, it's easy to get sucked into the Instagram trap of thinking you need a new car, the latest iPhone, and a wardrobe straight out of a fashion magazine. But here's a little secret. Nobody cares. If you want to reach financial independence, you need to stop spending money to impress people you don't even like. I mean, do you really need a $200 pair of shoes to feel like a successful adult? No. What you do need is to live below your means. Here's how to do it without feeling like you're living in a cave. Don't upgrade your lifestyle every time you get a raise. Just because you're making more money doesn't mean you should spend more. Buy secondhand. Thrift stores are your friend. No one will know or care that your designer jacket is last season. Cut out unnecessary expenses. Netflix, Spotify, and your gym membership are all cool, but do you need all of them? Probably not. Make some cuts and save the difference. In short, be smart with your money, and remember, it's about long-term freedom, not short-term flexing. Step 7. Develop multiple income streams. Because relying on one job is so 1995. If you want to reach financial independence faster than the average person, you're going to need more than one source of income. Yep, we're talking multiple income streams. Because relying on just one job to get you through life, that's so 1995. Here are some ideas to get you started. Side hustles. You've got skills, so why not use them? Freelance, teach online, sell stuff on Etsy. Whatever it is, find a way to monetize your hobbies or talents. Invest in real estate.